Welcome to Pitwall Perspective. I'm Logan.
And I'm Manny.
And every week we cover what really matters in motorsport. So make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on so you never miss an update.
Yeah, so today we're going to be kicking off the show by reviewing the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray for NASCAR. That was on Wednesday last week. And then we're going to be taking a look at what's coming up this week. We have F1 preseason testing, the first session. That's going to be at Bahrain. And then we're going to be finishing our livery rankings from episode 1. We only had 7 liveries at the time of that episode. So now we have the last 4. We put them in, and we're going to update you guys on that. And then we're also going to start with my prize from last week from trivia.
Yep.
I won last week, so Logan's going to give me my gift now.
Yeah, so he was complaining about not having any props in front of him. So I got you a GT3 RS.
Oh, all right. That's pretty sick.
I was going to let you build it, but I knew you wouldn't get here in time to build it for the episode.
All right, cool. I'm going to slide that on in right there.
There you go. All right, so let's go into the Cookout Clash.
Yep, Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray.
So I was watching it. I'm going to start with saying that I was not extremely entertained as much as I thought I would be. Lots of cautions.
Yeah.
Record-breaking, 17.
Record-breaking, 17
Yeah.
cautions, yep.
But to go over the podium real quick, Ryan Preece won in the Ford. He started 18th.
Yep.
Made his way up on a pretty difficult race to overtake in the first place. William Byron, he started second, kept his position in P2. In third, we had Ryan Blaney. He started 16th. He made his way up into the podium places. Last year was Chase Elliott after starting in 11th last year. And, this year he started 11th. Yep. And he went down to 17th. So not the best race for him. And then I think what it was, in my opinion, watching the race, like you have 200 laps, but every caution lap, which because of the conditions and everything that's going on.
Yeah, you guys are about to see a lot of the wrecks.
Yeah.
Here.
With everything going on, like you have all these caution laps, and they don't count.
No, not here.
So a race that has 200 laps at 15 seconds a lap, it should take theoretically with no cautions an hour.
Yeah.
3.5 hours of sitting there waiting. We had a delay. We had just, I don't know. It was just slow.
So I read a stat that I'm not sure if I read it correctly, but by lap 152, okay. I think it was, or 153, one of those laps, there was 133 yellow flag laps that had already taken place.
Half the race was yellow flags.
Yeah, and it actually it forced NASCAR to do a mid-race refuel, which normally doesn't happen at Bowman Gray.
Yeah.
Normally they'll do like a mid-race break so teams can adjust their strategies.
Right.
But they had to do a tire swap for wets. Conditions changed, and then they also had to do a race refuel because we saw Chase. I believe was it Chase Elliott? We saw one of the guys run out of fuel.
Yeah, that was Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson Larson ran out of fuel. He had to pull over onto the inside of the on the infield and let some cars pass by before he could get into the pits. And then, so lots of guys had to refuel. Lots of strategy changes through the race. I thought it was kind of interesting. I know you said otherwise.
I mean, the 17-minute replay video is fun to watch because it's all the highlights. But sitting there for 3.5 hours, I mean,
yeah, I didn't sit there and watch the whole race. But
we had the rain sleet delay.
Yeah.
So then they had to switch to wet tires. So once after the delay, it got pretty entertaining. That's when we had most of the wrecks and the spin outs, and it was kind of fun to watch. Yeah, I laughed a good bit.
Yeah.
And then
some drama on the track.
Yeah, so that's pretty funny between Bubba Wallace, big shocker, and Daniel Suarez. Suarez came over the radio saying that he was going to kick Wallace's ass for hitting him under a caution.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what makes NASCAR entertaining. Their
NASCAR's
egos are so big. And
yep. I mean, we saw Bubba Wallace. He's tried starting a couple fights back in the pits after races. So
yeah. But you know what? He was the only person to not complete all 200 laps. He got lapped and only finished 199.
Yep, only guy on the grid to finish 199. And he actually for most of the race he was doing okay. I know he at one point closer to the end of the race he was up to the 7th position.
Yeah.
I think that was after lap 163. He was across the line in 7th, and then he got into 2 wrecks at least after that, which bumped him just all the way down.
Yeah. It's just I mean, you never know. People coming up from the back to take a podium and people going from the top all the way down. So yeah, I guess the order and the anything can happen. So
right. I was surprised to see Chase Elliott so down after winning last year.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I think
especially with a race that has 17 restarts,
right?
It's constantly giving people a chance.
Right. It's anybody's race at that point.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, do you have anything else on the Cookout Clash? I think that covers basically
no, it's
all of it.
pretty straightforward. Season opener, exhibition match. It wasn't a points race, so we, like I said, in going into week 2, I said these guys were going to treat it like a non-points race, like an exhibition, and I think we definitely saw that.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to take us into ALMS? Let's just touch on that real quick.
Yeah, touching on ALMS real quick, Asian Le Mans Series. If you guys don't know, feeder series into the World Endurance Championship. They had a doubleheader this past weekend at Abu Dhabi, 2 4-hour races, so 8 hours total of racing. In race 1, we had CrowdStrike Racing by APR. They took podium. Which they took podium last week when they were in Dubai as well. So no shocker there. Super aggressive team. They know they've got good drivers. They've got a good team behind them. So they took podium again. Algarve Racing, they were in 2nd for the first race of LMP2, and then RD Limited took the 3rd position. Going into the LMP3 class, we had an inter-Europool competition take podium, CLX Motorsport take 2nd, and then we had 23 Events Racing take 3rd. Jumping into the GT class, we had Team WRT. They took the 1 and the 2 spot, both in their BMW. And then Kessel Racing and their Ferrari, they took 3rd. From race 1, CrowdStrike Racing and Kessel Racing did secure their entries for the 2024 Le Mans Series, so we'll be seeing them on track with in the WEC race.
So that's like the biggest thing that came out of this race, really, at least the first race, is the entry into the Le Mans.
Yeah, and it's similar to how Daytona works too. The winner of the Daytona 24-hour, the Rolex, part of the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Series, winner of that race also did get a ticket into the 24-hour Le Mans. So a lot of these multi-class series they tie in together most of the time. So that was big news for CrowdStrike Racing and Kessel. Going into race 2 in the LMP2 class, we had DKR Engineering, inter-Europool competition, and then High Class Racing take the 1, 2, and 3 spot. Race 2 was a little bit weird for the GT class and LMP3, similar
mixed up a bit.
Mixed up quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
Just like last weekend when they were in Dubai, we actually had the top 2 GT classes were in above the pole for the LMP3 class.
Right.
So for LMP3 on the podium, we had 23 Events Racing, which finished actually 16th overall, 2 GT cars in front of them. And then we had LMP3, second place was inter-Europool competition. They finished 26th. There was 9 GT cars in between first place and second place for LMP3. And then third place for LMP3 was 23 Events Racing, and third place came in 30th on the overall results. So jumping back into the GT class, we had I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. Akiri, is that what it is? Akiri Akose Blackthorn Racing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that team before. I don't know if they're a newer team. I don't know if maybe they're just not always up at the top. But they did take pole position or for podium for the GT class, and then you had Get Speed Racing take second, and then Manthe Racing in their Porsche take third for GT. So yeah, that was the season closer for ALMS. Like I said last week, they have a very short season. They only have 3 races. Their first 2 races were back in December. They were at Dubai last week, and then they just finished up in Abu Dhabi.
Yep. But it's very interesting that the top 2 GT cars finished above the first place LMP3.
I mean, and then not to mention the 9 GT car gap in between the first place for LMP3 and second place for LMP3. Big gap. Something had to have happened to cause such a mix up in the in the classes.
Yep.
Majority of the LMP3 class was close to the bottom. Yeah.
Anything else to touch on for the ALMS?
Nope. Small season. Not much happens.
That wraps that up.
Yeah, that wraps up ALMS. We'll see them at the end of this year.
Right.
When they kick off their 2026 to 2027 season.
Yep. Yeah. So we had some interesting news come out. A few different points this week. The first one that I wanted to talk to you about was transferring over to F1.
Yeah.
With Haas. And they were disappointed with Ocon in 2025.
Yeah.
Because Bowman kept outperforming him consistently.
Yeah.
And they're happy with where he's starting 2026. But you have a guy with many years of experience under his belt getting consistently outperformed by a rookie. Doesn't look good for him. Looks great for Bowman.
Yep.
And when I read this, I wasn't surprised. But also during the season last year, I wasn't surprised because we had Bowman come in Saudi Arabia in 2023 and drive a Ferrari, get points in the Ferrari, and then that's what made Haas sign him.
Yeah.
So I think Bowman is a more talented driver.
Yeah.
Might be a hot take.
I was just going to say maybe Bowman turns into their number 1. Ocon goes into their 2 spot.
I don't think he deserves it yet just because of experience. But I think by next year, if it's the same as last year, yeah.
Well, when you're racing on a team like Haas, there's not really much competition that goes through in order to get that number 1 spot. So maybe a good career move for Bowman, right? Going to Haas.
Slingshot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about the elephant, right? New cars. What if Bowman was just better at driving the older generation F1 cars than Ocon? Maybe Ocon comes out.
What if Bowman's just a more talented driver?
I guess we're gonna find out.
I guess we're gonna find out
here. Yeah.
I think it could be. I think this is like a huge year for Bowman in the sense of he started his rookie year off great.
Yeah.
If he can make this year excellent, as good as last year.
Yeah.
He could slingshot to a top 3, top 4 team.
I was going to say maybe not top 3, but top midfield.
Yeah.
I think a top midfield team. Yeah. 100%.
And he could easily, if he stays, he could be their number 1 driver. Who knows what they'll do with Ocon.
Right.
So,
but if he performs in a Haas, he's going to get picked up somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
And Haas is on the up a little bit, which is nice to see. So,
yeah,
we'll see if they even are competitive up there this year. So,
yeah.
Other point, Toto Wolff.
Yep.
Hilarious guy. I love him. He came out and was talking about Barcelona and his thoughts on his car in comparison to the rest of the field. And I think it's pretty safe to say we were pretty confident in Mercedes last episode.
I mean, based on their reliability,
right?
Based on how they ran at the testing at the shakedown in Barcelona.
I mean, I'll speak for myself. I said that if I had to put all my money on a team, I'd put it on Mercedes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll speak for myself. I was pretty high on them, but he came out and said that even he has no idea where they're at in comparison to other teams. The other teams weren't pushing. He said, we haven't seen Max Verstappen do a hard push lap. Like, we have no idea if we're a second behind or a second in front. We have no idea.
Right.
So I think it goes back to also what we said last week is after Barcelona, we have no idea what the field's going to look like.
Because, like, to touch on what Toto Wolff said, none of these teams are going to be pushing, like, qualifying paces.
Right.
They're not going to be pushing race paces, especially, I think, in my opinion, in the conditions that Barcelona was in. I don't think the conditions that they were running in based on the weather, I don't think it was built for really pushing that hard. I think they went out there to do the testing that they needed to do. I think it was safe enough and warm enough. I mean, it was cold
Yeah.
over there.
Right.
I think it was warm enough for them to get the proper testing done to be ready for the season coming up. But
Right.
yeah, I don't think we're going to see any push laps. Maybe not even in the first session of preseason at Bahrain. I think maybe next week is when we're going to start seeing people push for qualifying laps and push do more race programs, more race pace programs.
See, that's an interesting point because you have 3 days of testing on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, and we'll get into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then you have 4 days off.
Yep.
And then you get 3 more days.
Yeah.
Now, I think they're going to treat the 3 days of week 1 the same as the 3 days of week 2. And the reason I say that is because you have 4 days to analyze as much data as possible, which means on the stuff that you know you need to work on, which is qualifying pace and race pace. That's what racing is.
Right.
But if you got to focus on those things on the first 3 days, because if you go into the 4-day break without stuff to analyze in those departments, what are you going to do for the next 3 days leading into 1 week later you have Australia?
See, but that's what the shakedown was for.
No, the shakedown, they're probably running an average of 6 seconds slower a lap than they
I'm not saying the shakedown was for race pace and qualifying pushing pace.
Right.
I'm saying the shakedown was to run the test, have a week to analyze, a week and a half to analyze almost, and then session 1.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see them maybe push a little bit harder.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that you're going to push harder in session 1, so they have stuff to analyze because they haven't done any hard pushing. Period.
No, they haven't.
Right. So they need to do that in the first 3 days in Bahrain to be able to analyze in the 4-day
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think they're going to be doing a lot more push laps and whatnot. We'll see that on Wednesday when this comes out.
Yeah. And F1, I think you told me before we started the session, they're going to be streaming the last hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so for week 1, they're going to be streaming the last hour of each day. Going into week 2, that's when they're going to be showing everything. They're going to be streaming all how much? It's 10 hours.
It's 8. I believe it's 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 8 or 10 hours a day.
So week 1, we're only going to get 3 hours of footage, and
right.
and then week 2, we're going to be able to see the full
Yeah.
practice sessions.
Got to get up at 2 a.m. over here.
Yep. I'll watch the replay.
Yep, sounds about right. And then, do you have any more on team's performance and what Toto said?
No, I think we talked about it last week. I think it's still a lot of PR talk. The guys are trained not to give too much away, but they're also at the same time need to look confident and need to look like they're comfortable and ready for the season to come up. So I think Toto Wolff's was, his interview on that was probably, I would say 80% PR talk, 20%.
Yeah.
He knows some stuff and isn't telling us.
I think I agree. I think that he is either sandbagging hard.
Yeah.
And he knows that they have a fast car.
And that's a safe position for them, right? Because if they're sandbagging, right?
Okay.
2 things are going to happen.
Let's say they're sandbagging.
Right. 2 things are going to happen. They're either going to come out and suck, right? And be a midfield team like they have been the last few years.
That's if they're not sandbagging.
If they're not, right. If they're not sandbagging.
Right.
But if they are sandbagging, right, they're setting low expectations.
Right.
And they're going to come out hot.
Under promise, over deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think it's kind of, when I first read this article and went over it and kind of dissected what he was saying, I kind of saw it as a way like the media needs to shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about because we don't even know. Like, I think it was kind of a dig at the media.
The media is only going to be able to put out what the teams give them.
Right. But there's also speculation.
Yeah. Everybody's going to speculate.
Right.
Everybody has an opinion.
Right. And he's telling them to shut up with your opinions. It's kind of what I got from it.
Yeah.
But there's one more point that came out this week that's kind of big. So last night for us, we had the Cadillac unveiling.
Yep.
At the Super Bowl.
It was.
Yeah. And they originally had Michael Bay, who's a famous movie director. Do you know any of his movies?
I wouldn't be able to name him, but I know he likes explosions.
Transformers and like big action stuff.
Yeah, he likes explosions.
He does very much so like explosions. Anyways, he was set to direct their like 1 minute video that they had at the Super Bowl and released to launch the team, right? And I guess they couldn't figure out a scheduling for him to actually come and direct it, but he gave an idea. Cadillac still went ahead with the idea. Michael Bay didn't direct it, and now Michael Bay is suing Cadillac F1 team for $1.5 million. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the lawsuit should be dropped. I don't know.
Okay, so we agree.
Yeah.
I think that's so dumb.
Right. He gave him an idea, right?
Yeah.
And they ran with it.
Right.
When his scheduling didn't work.
Right.
They can't use one of the biggest events in America to announce the American F1 team. Right.
I think it was something to do with like the actual thing that was filmed, like the rocket, like out of space. It was very like outer spacey, get ready to launch, like that type of thing. Yeah. I think the whole idea of the actual production of the video is what he's suing them for, not the fact that it was at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So, I mean, who knows what was signed behind the scenes, if they were allowed to use it, and they did. Right. I mean, Cadillac could be in the wrong if there's legal stuff going against them.
Right. Like if they signed contracts or something.
Right. You can't use my ideas. And then they said, screw you. I'm going to do it anyways.
Right. Or, I don't think Cadillac's going to pull a move like that, though.
No.
Being that big of a brand. I also think $1.5 million is like a joke to Cadillac.
It's a joke to Cadillac, but I don't.
And Michael Bay. What does he need $1.5 million for?
That's a great point. Now,
I think he's just doing that out of his ego.
Now, this I don't know. Is it so? Obviously, each team has a cap hit that they're allowed to spend.
Right.
Would that come out of the F1 team's cap hit, or would that go to General Motors?
That's a good question.
See, I think if it goes to General Motors, just give him his $1.5 million and drop it. Like, stop making it public. Just move on with life.
Settle at 1.2. Tell him you're sorry. Write him a love letter and call it a day.
Yep. Add a little kiss to the love letter too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's Cadillac F1 team, that could be a big deal. $1.5 million.
See, here's the other thing to think. Yeah, it's definitely a hit in the cap, but I don't think $1.5 million is a detrimental amount of money.
No, I don't think it's detrimental. I don't think so.
Right.
But it's $1.5 million that they need.
Right.
Right. So anyway, I thought that was a very interesting piece of news to come out.
Yeah.
But we already said we got F1 preseason testing starts Wednesday when this releases. And then we got another weekend full of NASCAR. What do we got there?
Yeah, we have the Daytona 500 on February 15th. It's going to be this Sunday coming up. So I'm Daytona 500.
Biggest race of the season, arguably.
Yeah. Right in me and Logan here's backyard. So about 2 hours away. I think it's a fun race. I've been to the Daytona 500 a couple times. It's always a good time. And they always have really good racing. It's a speedway, so these guys are going to be going very fast for a long time. There are a couple interesting things about the Daytona 500. There's horsepower limits for the Daytona 500 to keep the racing tight.
Yep.
Keep the packs together. So I think that's an interesting thing that they do. They homologate the horsepower.
Yep.
I think it just gives better racing. It keeps it more entertaining, keeps the pack together, more accidents. Not that we want anybody to get hurt, but accidents are definitely part of racing.
Right. And
then we have the duels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have the NASCAR America 250 duels. It's 2 races. Also
that's
at Daytona.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. They're back to back.
Is it exhibition? Is it an exhibition?
That I don't know. I don't know.
I would assume so. Race. I don't think it's a points race.
Yeah, because that's back to back. They're going to run. They'll run the first race from right around 6:00, somewhere around there, 6 till like 8:30 or so.
Yeah.
And then they run the second race right after. That'll go till around 12:45, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So and then
trucks.
The trucks.
Trucks are going to be going on Friday. Yeah. So trucks are fun to watch. Lots of really quick racers coming in from trucks, coming from the Xfinity series.
Yep.
So we actually we did some predictions for the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
So if you want to lead off with your predictions,
I'll give you my safe pick to win the Daytona 500. I'm taking William Byron.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I think looking at the odds, he's not top 3, but I think it's still a safe pick to take him.
Yeah. And then what's your bold pick?
My bold pick is we haven't had more than 10 cautions since 2017. I think we're going to have more than 10 cautions in this race.
I don't disagree because I looked up the weather.
Oh, really? I didn't even look up the weather. I was just like, okay, what's the weather looking
I don't think
like?
that's that bold of a prediction. 60% rain.
60% chance of rain?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're not
heavy rain
12,
too.
12,
I'm not. It's not like drizzles. It's like calling
Heavy
for
rain.
like 60% like storms.
12 cautions.
12 cautions.
12 cautions.
You're gonna go to the T.
Right here.
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll jump into my safe picks. I think my safe pick for the Daytona 500 is going to be Ryan Blaney. He's been noted for his speed around his speedway consistency. So I think he's a good pick. I think he's not one of the fastest in NASCAR, but he's up there.
Yeah.
And I think he has a good opportunity to win the Daytona 500.
Okay.
And then I have Connor Zlilch. I think is how his name is pronounced. Young, 19 years old. He had a couple starts in the NASCAR series back in 2024. And then in 2025, he was full-time in the Xfinity series, dominated Xfinity series, had a really good season. So now he's full-time here in the NASCAR Cup. So I think if he wins, it'd be really cool to see a rookie first-timer up there win. It's always nice to see. And I think that would that's going to jumpstart his NASCAR career into something that's very good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be a fun guy to watch.
Yeah. Anything else on big NASCAR weekend?
Yeah.
It's NASCAR all over the place. So
yeah,
that should be a lot more fun, at least for me, than the Cookout Clash. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have anything else on that, I say we go into our F1 liveries.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. So we have, as mentioned in the start of this episode, the remaining 4 liveries did get released by today, so we are able to update our rankings and give the final rankings with all 11 teams on the grid.
Yeah.
Logan, if you want to start.
Yeah. All right. So here is my ranking for the 2026 F1 liveries.
All right.
In number 11, I got Williams.
Yep.
I got Williams.
I don't like
at
that.
a 6.2 out of 10.
Why?
We'll go into it. We'll get into it. At number 10, I got a McLaren.
Okay. McLaren's not high on my list either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have him at a 6.7.
I want to know why you. Oh my God. I want to know why you put them at your 10 spot.
When we go into the review of
right.
the 4, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
At number 9, I got Alpine at a 6.9.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 8, it's still down there. I'm sorry. It's V-Carb. At a 7 out of 10.
8? You have them in the 8 spot?
I have them at 8. It's flippable with 7, which is Ferrari.
Okay.
I have them both at 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got Ferrari at my 7 spot. In my number 6 spot at a 7.2 out of 10. So just a step up. I have
Better make them my number 1.
Number 1 team on the grid. At my number 6 spot, 7.2 out of 10, I have Aston Martin. That one came out today.
Yeah.
Higher than everybody else at my number 5 spot, 7.5 out of 10, I have Audi.
What spot? What spot was that?
That's
6?
5.
That's your 5 spot?
That's my 5 spot. Into my 4 spot, at an 8 out of 10, I moved him down.
Mercedes.
Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bull.
That's supposed to be Red Bull, but then is Mercedes at an 8.3. So Red Bull's an 8, Mercedes is an 8.3.
Let's go one more just to look at the Red Bull.
There's Red Bull.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
All right. It looks a lot better in this picture.
It's so good.
All right.
All right. So then Mercedes I have at 3 at an 8.3, and at 2, 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Haas.
All right. I like Haas.
And without a doubt, the best livery to ever hit an F1 grid that I am not biased at all because they are now my team.
Yep.
Cadillac is number 1. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
The asymmetrical design.
Incredible.
It's just perfect.
I said it in week 1. They were going to deliver.
It's so perfect.
And they did.
It is just the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean.
We need a picture of it on the other side as well.
Yeah, it's the literally exact opposite. I
Yep.
was staring at it for like going back and forth between the two pictures,
Yeah.
and it's like everything that's black, everything is white on the other side,
And everything that's white is black.
on the other side.
Yep.
It's literally perfect. And the trim down here, the fade to the white, the pattern here looks sick. The chrome on the you got it on the winglets or the end plates of the wings.
Yep.
The chrome is going to shine. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So those are my 2026 F1 livery rankings.
All right.
All right.
Perfect. So we'll jump into mine. My number 7 spot last week, or on the first week, was Audi. They haven't moved. Audi. I said, no, stop. They started back here. They started back here. They started here. They got here. And then they gave up. They decided that was enough. No. I don't know what that is.
This is the best color besides anything on Cadillac's car.
My 3-year-old could have designed this livery.
Doesn't mean
my
it's
number
not
10
good.
spot. It's going to be Alpine. I like Alpine. They haven't changed.
I don't disagree with that take.
Yeah. Going to my number 9 is going to be Aston Martin.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't that far from yours.
Well, I have it at 6, but
I mean,
the different finish on the paint is
it's
more
a different
matte
finish.
than,
I like it.
than the metallic.
But I also criticized Red Bull for all they did was change the finish and outline their logos.
Right,
So I can't, they did the same thing. They changed the finish.
Okay.
That's all they did. Going into my number 8 spot, just mentioned them. Red Bull.
Terrible take. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
No. It's the same car.
The black.
It's the same car since 2012. It is the same car from 2012. They haven't changed a thing. Oh, they outlined their logos.
And it's metallic. It's metallic.
Wow.
You're a Red Bull fan.
I like Red Bull, but I don't like that the livery is the same every single year. Switch it up.
All right.
Going into my number 7 spot, I've got McLaren.
That's way too high. That's got to be below Red Bull.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I mean, they changed it up more than Red Bull did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Not even close. What do you mean? Red Bull at least changed the outline and the color finish and the black and the blue. This is exactly the same livery, except a little bit more orange on the nose.
Can we go back to Red Bull for a minute? I see the detail a lot more now. I wasn't going to say it before, but I didn't notice all this detailing in here in the blue and here on the end of the wings. I didn't notice that till this picture actually popped up for me.
It's perfect.
If I could go back and switch it, I'd probably put Red Bull in front of McLaren.
Okay, good call.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm not mad.
All right. And then, so going into my 6th spot is going to be Mercedes.
That's low.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It. Well, yeah. It dropped 2 spots. Dropped 2 spots. I like the car. I like the changes, but I like the other changes more. So going into my number 5 spot, it's going to be Ferrari. I haven't even been saying my ratings. I have Audi at a 5 out of 10, Alpine at a 7.4, Aston at a 7.5, Red Bull also at a 7.5, McLaren at a 7.8. Like I said, I'd switch those.
Okay.
Mercedes I have at a 7.9, and Ferrari at an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So after Ferrari, these were at the bottom of your list.
Williams?
Yeah, I like it.
What do you have it out of 10?
8.2.
What do you like about this? I hate that.
I like blue.
I do too, but the navy...
Why do you hate it?
The dark blue on the light blue on the silver. I just think they're doing too much.
I think they stuck with their brand. I think they stuck with their Williams design, but I think they mixed it up enough to have a noticeable change.
Okay, hold on. Just bear with me a second, okay? Why is there purple on the wheels?
You're not going to see the wheels when they're
yes, you are
spinning.
Okay, well, it's going to be in the dirt a lot, so you're going to see it a lot. Okay.
All right.
Can I be honest with you? It wouldn't be in my last spot. It'd probably be in my 8-9 spot if this light blue was on the wing. Just a hint of it, I don't like it.
Okay.
Give me more of it.
You have a lot.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you have after that?
All right. Williams was an 8.2 out of 10. Going into 3, I've got my Bulls at 8.4. Love the livery. Love the white.
Okay. No comment.
Oh, dude, it's who's beating?
It raised up for me. Don't get me wrong. It went up.
And who's beating Bulls on your list?
7 other teams.
Stop.
7.
No, Bulls is an 8.4.
Oh my god.
I think it's a good look. I like the white with the dark accents. You've got the blue and the black coming up through here, right through the side pods. I think it's a good.
It's grown on me. It's grown on me.
Yeah.
But it's still not. I might be able to put it above Ferrari, which it's flip-floppable. So there's really only 6 cars in front of it.
All right. Going into my 2 spot, I have Haas. Yep. Haas at 8.9. Good change. I've said it before. Haas changes every single year. They've been gold and black. They've been red, white, and blue. They've been white and black and red. I like all the changes Haas makes. They're a fun team to watch.
What do you have them at a 10?
8.9.
8.9. Okay, so I have them at a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so great.
And then number 1, of course, we had the same number ones. Yep. Cadillac, 9.1 out of 10.
9.1.
There's always room for improvement.
I don't disagree, but I was pretty hyped up when I was making this list.
It's the only livery that's in the 9s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The it's also like the first asymmetrical livery since like full-time livery since like 1992, and then before that like nobody does asymmetrical livery.
I did not know that.
When I first saw the release, I thought like one car was white and one car was black, and they were just gonna have 2 different.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's legal.
I don't know.
I don't think
never
it
actually looked into that.
I did look into it.
Okay.
I don't think it's legal.
All right.
But the asymmetrical design is sick.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was legal.
Right.
But I guess it is.
No, yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
The one thing that I wish they did do over here where they have the fading.
Yeah.
Little tiny Cadillac symbols would have
like
been
on
cool.
the Corvette rear glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the Corvette glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rear the little tiny Cadillac symbols fading it. I think that would have been like that would have put it to like a 9.5 out of 10 if it had that little detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go back through McLaren, Aston Martin, and Williams. Well, we did Williams, but McLaren and Aston Martin we're gonna go over a little bit more. But I did want to just throw in here real quick that McLaren's test livery in Barcelona would be in my number 2 spot in between Cadillac and Haas.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just 100 times better.
Yeah, they do the same. It's little change. I mean, in my opinion, it's similar to Red Bull.
Yeah.
They don't really change much.
Yeah.
But yeah, their Barcelona shakedown livery.
Yep.
That would have been my number 2 as well.
For sure. Yeah. You want to go back real quick to the what do we need to do? The Aston Martin or the McLaren? There we go. Nope, that's Williams. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So the only thing they changed on this car was the nose. That's it.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of purple in there.
Well, that's why they're closer to the bottom of my list as well.
Right. But like I was looking at this car and I was like expecting something like I was watching the launch and I'm like, this is going to be awesome. I'm so excited. They're going to change something.
No.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I hope they're slow. It looks like it's slow.
You're a McLaren fan 2020, this past season, 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I was rooting for them a little more, but that's the same reason why I like root against the Chiefs. It's like when the same team, Red Bull, wins over and over and over again, it gets kind of boring.
Yeah.
I was kind of excited that they were doing good. And then the Aston Martin livery, can we go back to that? It's going to be backwards. There it is.
Yeah. This
is sick. It's not terribly high on my list. It's right in the middle. But this is awesome. They added the yellow. There. The Celsius. I mean, that's great. But the color finish is beautiful.
I think the color finish is much better than Red Bull's was when they had that matte kind of finish.
They do matte right.
Yeah.
Red Bull didn't.
No.
And the light blue on the wing, that's kind of what actually knocked it down a little bit. It just threw me off a little bit.
But that's like a trademark for them having the light blue.
Well, the Aramco sponsor and whatnot, I guess they make them do the light blue. Cool touch is the British flag blended in behind the Aston Martin logo up here.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Sick. This is like a scaly design underneath the car.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I think they did a great job. It sucks that they have Lance Stroll driving it.
I think they did a good job. It's not at the bottom of my list. It's just too similar to last year's to make it any higher than what it is for me.
Right. Yeah. All right. One last thing I wanted to do with you.
Yeah.
As I'm sure most of you have seen, and you said you've seen it, that's all you know about this, is like on Instagram or something, you have those, like you have $25 and you got to build a squad or a team with the $25 or whatever the subject is, right?
Right.
So you're going to build a Formula One team.
Okay.
You have $25.
Okay.
And I'll let you know where you're at with your money as we go down the list. You're not going to find out the next topic.
Can I refund a driver?
No.
Really?
No, you are
stuck.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
That's why you're not knowing the next topic. So it's makes it more high pressure.
Okay.
To make good picks. So you have $25.
Do I at least know what my categories are?
No.
I should. You should.
You want to know your categories?
I want to know the categories so I know where to put more money into.
Okay, you got driver 1.
Okay.
Driver 2.
Okay.
Team principal.
Okay.
And car.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Driver 1 for $10, you get Max Verstappen. For $8, you get Lando Norris.
Okay.
For $6, you get Checo. For $3, you get Nico Hulkenberg. And for $1, you get Nikita Mazepin.
Pass. I think I'm gonna take Sergio Perez for $6.
For $6.
Yeah.
Taking Checo. Okay, let me mark that in.
Is that my driver 1?
That's your driver 1. And you can't so you might want to.
I want Lando Norris.
You want Lando Norris.
I want Lando Norris.
So you're not breaking the bank for Max, but you want Lando.
Yeah.
So you're $8 in.
Yep.
Okay. So you're down to $17 left.
Okay.
Okay. Driver 2, $10, Lewis Hamilton. $8, prime Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, see, now you're changing the game here.
Well, you'll see what I have at the $6 slot, but $10 you get prime Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
$8 you get Oscar Piastri. $6 you get modern day Fernando Alonso.
Okay.
$3 you get Isaac Hadjar. And $1 you get Lance Stroll.
I'm at $17. What was my $6 option?
Modern day Fernando.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good money saver.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got 6.
You're going to make my $1 car Williams, and you're going to make my
see?
$10 team principal Toto Wolff. This is my predictions.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear it.
Separate doc, so he has no idea.
Yeah.
But, okay. So you're $6, $8, you're $14 in. So you have $11 left.
I have 11. Yeah.
Team principal. We're going to start at $1.
Okay. Because $10 is Toto Wolff.
Claire Williams.
No.
What a great team principal.
Yeah. No.
Number 3. I mean, my favorite personality ever. Gunther Steiner.
Oh, yes.
For $3.
All right.
$6. Christian Horner. With allegation problems.
I'll take the problems.
Okay.
More problems, more money.
Do you even want to hear the 8 and 10 spot?
Give me 8 and 10.
Okay. 8 is Zach Brown.
Yep.
10 is Toto Wolff.
Yeah. All right. So
you got $11 left.
I have 11. You're right. I can't go. My $1 car is going to be Williams. I don't want to stick my 2 drivers in a Williams, which means I need to do, if I do $6, that leaves me with $5. $5 car. What was my $3 option? Gunther
Steiner.
I'll go with him.
All right. So
I've got good drivers. I've got experienced drivers, and I've got an experienced team principal.
Okay.
He's been in that position.
All right. For $1, and this is 2025 cars because we actually know their performance. And I'm going to give you the position that they finished in the championship as well.
Okay.
All right. So at the $1 spot, you have Alpine. They finished P10.
Okay. All right.
And at the $3 spot, they finished P8. That's Haas.
And how much money do I have left?
So you took
with my $3.
You have $8.
I have $8.
Yeah. So you can get any of the bottom 4.
All right.
All right. So at $3, you have Haas. They finished P8. $6, you have Williams. They finished right in the middle at P5.
I ain't taking a Williams.
Well, it's a good thing you can take Ferrari.
Yeah, I'll go with a Ferrari.
They finished P4. The $10 car was McLaren.
All right.
Is there anything you would change about your list? So let's go through it real quick.
Yeah.
So your drivers driving the 2025 Ferrari is Lando Norris and modern day Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
You got one of the youngest drivers on the grid and one of the oldest driver on the grid.
I wish I would have changed if I could have had Lando and if I could have had Sergio Perez. But Lando and Sergio were in the same list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have taken those two.
I know. I would have too. That's why I put them on the same list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Lando Norris, modern day Fernando Alonso, led by Gunther Steiner.
Yep.
Driving a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Where do you finish in the championship?
I think Lando and Fernando in a Ferrari of 2025, I think that would have landed me 4th in the constructors.
Think it landed you 4th?
Yeah.
With Gunther Steiner running the team.
Maybe 5th.
See, I think without him, like if you went with, see, this is where it kind of gets difficult. I think if you had Christian Horner running the team with the same drivers and car, you would be at the same spot as.
But I'd also be bankrupt. There's no way I could have had.
No,
Christian
sorry.
Horner.
Christian Horner with the same drivers in the Williams, you'd land in the same spot as Gunther Steiner in the Ferrari with the same drivers.
I wouldn't disagree with that. But I would take the Ferrari over.
You're taking the Ferrari over the Williams.
Yeah.
Even with the reliability problems.
I mean, Williams can finish all their races, but it's not at the top.
All right. I mean, that's fair. See, I think if you put Max Verstappen in any of these cars besides the Alpine, you got.
You think he's tanked in an Alpine?
Max Verstappen?
Yeah.
The Alpine was really bad, dude. I mean, I would expect Max Verstappen to win 0 races in an Alpine.
Really?
I think he would win a few in a Haas, Williams, Ferrari. Ferrari would win quite a lot.
Do you think he'd at least be on the podium in an Alpine?
I think he might squeeze a P3, but like one.
Yeah.
One.
Which race?
Max Verstappen?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to say the Dutch Grand Prix, but
Vanderboot.
I mean, Brazil. He's really strong in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say
I'm not a huge fan of Brazil.
You're crazy.
I just don't like that track.
It's fun. You got the U-turns.
No, I know. It's never interested in me as much as some of the other tracks have.
Right.
Something I just found out.
Okay.
I guess I just didn't even look at the schedule for F1.
Yeah.
Because it's always pretty similar.
Yeah.
But Madrid's back on the.
Not back. It's a brand new track.
No, it's been a track before. I looked it up. I think it was 1981 or 1989. One of those two. It was the last year that it was on the schedule.
Right. That the Madrid is like the city is back on the calendar. This is a brand new track. Like they just built it from scratch.
It's a hybrid of street and circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with the old track, I don't think.
Unless
they completely reconstructed it.
All I know is the last time Madrid was on as a location.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same track layout, but last time it was on the grid was either 1981 or 1989. I forgot which 80 it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's going to be
fun track.
That's going to be really cool to see a new track.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really exciting when Miami in Las Vegas hit recently. So
for us Americans.
Yeah, for us Americans. But I still think Madrid's going to be a cool
fun track.
Yeah, cool track to
watch.
The
layout that they gave us of it, and they do like a digital rendering of a car going around it.
Yeah,
it looks pretty sick. Very high speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
And
28
they have an
degree
oval.
bank.
Yeah, a bank.
Yeah, 20. It's 28 degrees.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I just want Portugal back.
That's closer to the end of the season, though, right? Madrid.
Yeah. Yeah. They have.
And they didn't take away a track.
They did.
What did they take away?
Let me look because I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was kind of upset about this. They took away Imola.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that, but they did.
Why?
Because you have to think, like 10 years ago, they had like 18 tracks on the calendar.
Last year they had how many?
No, like 10 years ago, they only had like 18.
Right.
Now they're at 25.
Yeah.
I think it's a long
I think
season.
it's 26.
Is it 26
I think
now?
it's 26. They have to allow more.
It's 25 with 6
25.
sprint races.
They have to allow more like parts, like part swaps, right? Like more transmissions throughout the season,
Yeah,
more
well,
engines throughout the season.
yeah.
Because going from 18 a couple years ago up to now 25,
Right.
that's a lot more mileage being
Right.
put on the cars.
But they're building them in more reliable ways.
They are.
Right. So
They are.
anything else we got to touch on? I think that kind of wraps up this week.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. We went over NASCAR. Be on the lookout for the Daytona 500.
Yeah, big
trucks.
episode
Yeah,
next week.
That'll be a big episode next week. We'll cover a lot of the Daytona 500. We'll cover all of NASCAR. We'll cover trucks. We'll cover the 250 duel.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of NASCAR to talk about. We'll also be talking about the first week of Bahrain testing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over that. I don't think we have besides for that. I know we have IndyCar. When is Indy starting?
That's the last weekend of this month.
Is
So we'll
it
have
last
one
week?
more episode, and then it'll be IndyCar.
and then we'll start. We'll
St.
be able to get into IndyCar.
Also in our backyard.
Let me see. I want to see if we have. St. Pete's a fun race.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to St. Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. I've
Yeah.
gone once. I want to go again.
Tons of fun.
Yeah, St. Pete. And the nice thing about IndyCar, it's not as expensive as F1. It's open wheel racing. It's just as aggressive, just as fast racing.
Right.
It's just American open wheel, and you can get a 3-day pass at St. Pete for like $120.
Yeah.
And like I think for $170, like
You
you
get
can walk
grandstand.
the pit wall like on
yeah.
the first practice day or something. Yeah, like the IndyCar is really nice to go out and watch. We will also have this weekend the O'Reillys.
Oh, is there?
Oh yeah, we have the trucks, we have the 250, and then we have the O'Reilly series running as well, the O'Reilly United Rentals 300. So we'll touch on that as well.
Busy week next week.
Yeah,
Should be fun.
Definitely. It'll
Yeah.
give us a lot to talk about. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you can stay updated with everything, and let us know what you'd like to see. If you want us to change anything, if have any suggestions for segments we can do, leave them down in the comments. And then we'll do our best to do that for you guys.
Yeah. See you next week.